Avizio is a company that delivers 4 services for growing startups and scale-ups. Basically, our main objective is to help our clients to leverage and perform the HR journey while delivering 4 services. The first one is assessments. We help our client to assess the hard skills of their candidates. Then we also have a hiring executive search service with which we help our client to identify and recruit the best profile for the growth. The third one is the mentoring. Basically, we help our client to tackle business problematics with managers that have already performed these problematics. And the last one is Avizio in residence. Basically, it's I don't know how to say it in English. We help our client to get HR resources on the go, plug and play, to tackle immediate and urgent HR needs, such as recruitment or structuration and so on. So basically, the main reason why we started Avizio is the complexity and the risk of wrong or bad recruitments. With my co-founder Henri, we encountered a lot of problems, issues, or bad decision regarding recruitment. So we decided to start a company that will help companies or now our clients to do better recruitments and limit risks of their decisions. So our visions was simply to help them make better recruitments. So basically, it's back in 2020 when we decided to start this recruitment service. It was all about process and automation and tool, because we know that recruitment it's a lot of human interactions, business intelligence, and HR skills, but also it's really important to take into consideration the workflow, the interaction, the automatic interaction, and all the time you have to save with a tool that stick to your processes and your ambitions. So when it came to the point that I had to choose the tool, I benched a lot of tools, listing all my core and main features, and Recruit CRM appeared to be the one, because it gathered a lot of flexibility, API connection, and all the candidates, jobs, contacts, and companies' environments that I wanted to have for my own process. One of my main objectives was to be able to welcome more and more candidates while reducing the time we spend on welcoming candidates. So basically, I wanted to scale my process with a tool that allow me to do that. So I think that's the trigger that made my decision was the stability of the tool, the list of features that was already available, because since 2 years you released a lot of cool features, and also the customer services, because along the way I had a lot of questions to help me build. I had a lot of questions, and the customer services of Recruit CRM helped me along the journey to help me tackle and create all my process and automations. I think it was a classic search on Google, and also even if you improved a lot since, I think that I saw a lot of content of LinkedIn with Sean was already taking a lot of space on LinkedIn. So I think that my own tests, along with the contents and some ref check, made my decisions. The main trend is the volume, because we have the chance to work with the best startup and scale up, mainly in France today, and they have a lot and a huge expectation and huge hiring plan. So we have to help them tackle these plans. And also, since the COVID, I think that candidates took control of the market. So today they are the main resource, and clients and companies are fighting to attract them. So my vision at that time was the candidate experience. I had to build an amazing experience for candidates, because my company is also fighting with competition, and the main competition is other recruitment companies, but also the candidate itself. So I had to build an experience that creates loyalty and continuity with the candidates. And for that, I needed a tool that allow me to create smart touch points with candidates, with email templates, automatic reply, and so on, and along with also a cool experience with pages and so on. And thanks to Recruit CRM, I was able to build my own talent app based on the API, which is a platform on which all my candidates are able to see all the jobs we are propose them to look into. Yeah, Recruit CRM was the first and only tool that I use and I'm using, because for I think 6 months I have experienced my process and workflow with no code layer. So I built my own small Recruit CRM to see what I needed the most and what was like nice to have, and be able to list all my core features, and then to select the perfect native web platform, and it was Recruit CRM. So I didn't need to check other websites because of my no-code experience. I know what I wanted and didn't want it. I think it was pretty fast. In 2 months, I was able to have my workflows running perfectly, and all my notification, automation, automatic reply, all the stages were configured perfectly, and I think the results were instant because the main advantage of Recruit CRM is that it allows me to perform more actions with less time. So it was instant, basically, and obviously I have no such data to compare with, but I think that it helped me grow fast at the beginning to be able to recruit more account manager, and then enjoy all the capacity of Recruit CRM. I don't think that you will like my answer, but I think it's a combination of features. if I have to point one, I think it's the flexibility to be able to customize all my workflows, stages, candidate pages, client pages, and the API. Because the APIs and the web service, the API connection, allow me to create and add a business layer that I think is making difference between my competition. I think honestly, it's the scale. My team and I are able to manage and use more and more data, more and more information, create more and more fields and notes about candidates and jobs and with less resources internally. So thanks to that, someone working at Avizio is able to perform like 30 to 40 recruitments a year, thanks to Recruit CRM, because my vision is to reduce all the repetitive tasks to be able to focus on what's important, meaning the human interactions and all the actions with high added value. I think I recommend it every time I meet someone who is looking for a tool, even if I should not, because it could be a competitor. But honestly, there is a lot of cool tools on the market. A lot of them are focused on maybe one or two features, like candidate pipeline or and so on. They are cool ATS, but Recruit CRM is one of the most complete tool, and also the most modern tool, because it's connected thanks to the API, and it's almost fully customizable. So I could not recommend more Recruit CRM that I do, honestly. And I'm also always happy to discuss with a French lead of Recruit CRM to explain my experience and give feedback. If you want, I can resume my experience with the Recruit CRM in a nutshell, with some KPIs. I think that Recruit CRM allows my team to get and to discuss with 4 times more talents than it could have been without Recruit CRM. And I think that if I have to put a number, I think that Recruit CRM is saving us like 4 hours a week, thanks to all the automation and tools that allow my team to put those 4 hours with candidates and clients to do chat, to follow up, to perform more human interactions. And I think that the overall picture is that Recruit CRM allows me to provide high standard quality services for our clients, and to be able to welcome more and more jobs and help my clients to do better recruitment.